With great power comes great responsibility. In today's video, we're going to talk about what happens when designers who have great powers are using them for evil in what's known as dark patterns. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, what is up? Welcome back to Flux. My name is Ron Segal. Today, we're going to talk about dark patterns. We as designers, we've got a lot of power because by designing, by using colors, layout, text, we're basically navigating the user of the visitor of a site or on an app. We're telling them what to do. We're guiding them. And we're using all of these psychological elements and hierarchies, visual hierarchies, to basically explain to them how this website works, how this app works. And we're trying to create good user experience for them. However, sometimes companies which are focused on, they have a certain metric like generating revenue or sign up or whatnot, they would prioritize their own metric or goal on top of the user's goal. And that would create a horrible user experience for the user just because they want to increase their sales or whatever. That thing, misleading the user or using design to confuse the user just to get him to do what you want to do, what the company wants to do, is called a dark pattern. And I want to show some examples. By the way, if you want to learn more about this, a great thing on Twitter is just looking for the hashtag dark pattern, because a lot of people are tagging a lot of examples, and it's a really great way to kind of stay on top and seeing. Usually you'd want to avoid that as a designer because that's a bad thing, right? Creating a sucky user experience just to benefit the company. You should be somewhere in the middle where to say, hey, this is evil, let's not do this. And again, let me show you some examples. So here, for the New Yorkers, if somebody wants to go into their preferences, they have a preference for something that's called do not sell my personal information. And as you can see, this is turned on. So what would you expect from this to do? Do not sell, right? Do you want me not to sell? Yes, I do want you to not sell. However, if you read the really fine letter, it says if you want us to stop selling your information, toggle the sales of personal data button above to the left side as it is off. This is something that is completely not how you would think and act like this. And most people, I assume, would only read the subtitle, the title of this, and they would just toggle it on or off based on their initial, understanding of how this should work. And so putting in the small type, oh, this actually works the complete opposite, is just misleading of people. And obviously most of them will leave it on, which means they can sell your data. So if they want to sell your data, you don't want them to sell your data. They're basically lying to you or doing some kind of a trick, because most people will not read the small fine print. So it's not illegal, it's just a dark pattern. Let's see some more dark patterns. So here, this is another type of dark pattern where there is a pop-up here, and if you want to close the pop-up, instead of having kind of a normal X, they say close this window because I hate free stuff. Now this is pretty common, and it's basically kind of shaming the users into buying this because they don't want to feel like a loser. Oh, you're a loser, you already know everything, you already have everything, so you don't want free stuff. And so by using this kind of shaming mechanism, by writing this title here instead of just letting me close, you're kind of coercing me to do something which initially I don't want to do, but also I don't want to feel like a loser, right? So this is another way to push people into doing something that originally they might not want to do. Now, here's another one. This is an email from Netflix. Now, email basically looks like, it's requiring you to finish your sign up, right? So it looks like, you can read this email, finish your account setup and start watching. But the thing is, the person who got this email never even signed up. It's not like they started their sign up process and then stop. This is basically just a promotional email. And this is very, very confusing and misleading. So as you can see, even big companies like Netflix would sometimes use practices which might be regarded as dark pattern, right? There is no clear cut what is dark and what is not dark, and it's very vague. And a lot of times these value would be kind of in conflict. We really want more signups. We need this if we want, every company. Saying that the company wants to increase sales is not an evil thing, right? All businesses want to increase sales. But the question is, when do you start pushing the limit of creating bad user experience for people just because you want to finalize the metric? Would you lie? Would you deceive? Would you mislead people? And this is where we're kind of getting a little bit on the edge. Here we have something that I don't know if I would call this a dark pattern, but this is basically Instagram always sends you push notification to turn on your notification. I don't want this. And no matter how many times you'll click not now, they'll send you another one until you're so sick of seeing the pop-up. We'll just say, all right, I'll just, they're just getting you tired of seeing the pop-up. You will eventually allow their notification. I don't know if this is dark pattern. For me, this is just annoying product design, and this also drove me crazy with Facebook Messenger, which I didn't want to approve notification, but they've blocked my whole screen until I've clicked not now, not now. And they would just drive me crazy until I've enabled it. So maybe it is a dark pattern. Maybe it's on the spectrum. I don't know, but it's annoying. Whatever the case is. Here we have another kind of video which this person just basically shows he's trying to cancel his account, and they're like, wait, but why are you leaving? And maybe try this and maybe try this. And he just wants to cancel his account. But again, they have so many steps that they're just trying to tire him, because some people will just say at the end of the day, screw this, you know what? I'll just keep the account because whatever, I don't feel like going through this pain right now. So they're just trying to tire people. So again, for some of these are clearly deceptions, right? This one with do not sell my information. This is clearly a deception. Here, at the end of the day, you might say it's not an optimal user experience, but then again, somebody is trying to save people here and say, oh, but maybe we can fix their problem. Maybe we can help them in another way. So this might be annoying, this kind of what you would call exit interview or something like this, when people try to downgrade or cancel their accounts. You might say this is annoying, but then again, they're also trying to maintain their business. So there's always a spectrum here. I encourage you, if your clients ask you to do something that you feel is immoral because it shames people, it deceives people, it does something that is obviously misleading, you do not want to do this. Otherwise, in anything that we're doing as designers, we are going to use psychology and the design to, I don't want to say manipulate, but help people achieve the business result that we want. That's basically our job as designers. You just have to be mindful of the dark pattern spectrum, because you don't want to be at the evil side of things. I hope this video was helpful for you. Make sure that you're subscribed for more videos on design, and we'll catch you on the next video.